like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, y'all, I am back with another flashback. This one features Velvet. She is saying that she believes she's a leader and a whole bunch of other things. Let's get into this video, guys.
Their children is getting older. Those generations are getting older, dying out. And there is a new generation coming through. Very soon, there's going to be a baby boom. Very soon, you know? And you know, people who get the point, is granted that you guys get the point. Yes, it's absolutely lit. That's absolutely lit. Like, I'm glad that we understand it. I'm glad I got people in my room that's understanding this, because the world, God, I cannot believe I'm about to say this. I can't believe I'm about to do this. So, oh Lord, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. The world we live in is truly amazing. And I'm just grateful for the opportunities that do come my way and the love that do come my way. You know what I'm saying? Because there are leaders being called to the forefront in order to bring a change to humanity. I feel that I'm a leader in the community. I feel like I'm a leader amongst other leaders in my community. And I feel that if...
Okay, wait. She just said that she believes she's a leader in her community. I'm glad that she believes that, but I'm sure that no one else believes that.
We came together and joined forces in a very conducive way, we could get somewhere. We can build. I personally know that I can't do everything on my own. I can't build a nation on my own. I'm not trying to build a nation on my own. And not even in the sense of building a nation, but breeding better humans. You know, we need more people breeding better humans. Like, the humans that we have today are not righteous. You see it. It's all online. Like, I didn't even do anything. I didn't do nothing. I didn't say, all I did was say 5 things, 5 ways you know how something is toxic for you. And here go everybody, you know, doing XYZ. That's all I did. But at the end of the day, these very things are coming to pass so that these traumas that we are facing as a people can be exuberated, so that we can dive into our shadows, so that we can heal ourselves, transform ourselves into our God being, because we are God's seeds and we're here to experience infinity, life for infinity, experience for infinity. You see, so we should be taking care of ourselves. We should be taking care of our children. We should be taking care of the environment that we have, because how we take care of the things around us and ourselves says how we are being taken care of in these other dimensions that we transcend, other than having and being here present in this physical body. So, you know, how we live our lives, the lifestyles we live, how we raise our children, how we and what we put into our body, it affects us on every level, on every single level. And this world is not, it doesn't have enough people in there. There may be enough people in our community, you know, that have the capacity to really create conducive environments for our people to thrive in a very healthy way and heal and overcome generational curses. But it's not likely that you see a extremely successful, like to where forces are joining in our community. Like, I'm talking about collaborations on very large scales. We only see that being done amongst celebrities, like when Cardi B and Gorilla come together and make a song. That's what we see. That's more common than, I can't believe I'm about to say this. That's more common than you see those women coming together, building a sisterhood, building a sister bond and building from a stronger foundation, doing it together than apart. So when I was, if y'all know, y'all know. Like, if y'all know, y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. Like, I'm not finna sit up here and, like, allow social media to think that I'm crazy or whatever. If y'all know, y'all know. We entering a new world order. Society, how society looks is about to change. Everything is about to change. You know, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Those tables are turning, quite literally. And if you're not in tune with the cosmic alignments and how this era is moving about, changing and evolving, you're literally going to get left behind. And you're not going to like the environment that's for you when you get left behind, because that's going to be the old world. And it's unfortunate to say that, but that's the reality of our reality of how we're living in the world, period. Like, that's just it. So in a nutshell, and even just to digress on my point a little bit, going back to a sub point that I made, as far as me being an example and a leader within my community amongst other leaders, I feel that it's necessary for these leaders to come together. And this is why I consider to rejoin the forces with people who I may thought was on the same frequency, as far as, you know, it might have been, you know, I'm giving people grace. I'm giving people the opportunity to grow. You see what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily see what I did was like bad or anything. I just think that there may have been hidden intentions in other areas and other respects, but ultimately that has nothing to do with me. So I'm still in my purpose. I'm still in my bag. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing for myself and my life. So, you know, I'm moving forward. You know, I'm moving into something greater. I'm moving into something better. I'm moving into something way much more evolved than my past. And I've learned that moving forward, especially when you start gaining wisdom and applying it to your life and seeing results, what was once behind you, you can no longer go back to those things. You have to continue to move forward, no matter if you want to give grace or give forgiveness or whatever the case may be. That, because it could potentially be your downfall if you allow, you know, if you succumb to the circumstances that you once were in. And I get that. I totally understand that. You know, I get that. So I'm all about moving forward and literally, like, I don't know if y'all understand, but the reason why I went to carbonation was to build a better world. Like, this is why I considered polygamy at the time. I considered being in a polygamous relationship with other women because I saw the value and how it could build our economy amongst our melanated community. That's why I did polygamy. That's why I wanted to have sister wives, and that's why I was open to having sister wives.
Come on, Velvet. Everybody knows you were never into polygamy, and you never truly gave polygamy a chance.
So my thing was, when I experienced that situation, was that the guy who I did it with at the time, he was not righteous. He didn't have any integrity behind what it was that he was doing. It was all lust based, all desire based, that had no objective, it had no purpose, it had no substance to it, and it definitely wasn't anything spiritual, and it wasn't aligned. So I couldn't be in a situation with a whole bunch of women and we all were out of purpose. That don't make sense. But what I did learn from that situation was that I am capable of whatever I put my mind to. I am capable to do anything that I put my mind to if I have a cause behind what it is that I'm doing, if I have a purpose behind what it is that I'm doing. And so I have so many ideas and like all of these different things that I want to do. I feel like I'm supposed to be around a group of women. I know that for sure. That's how I always grew up, even before carbonation. And whether I was with a sister wife or just a wife of the village, I was always finding ways to build amongst us. It was just that sex was always consuming our projects and consuming the things that we were supposed to be focused on. So much so to the point where right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel asexual. Like, people look at me as this sex symbol, and people think I'm just fucking every Dick, Tom, and Harry. But it's just crazy because that's not necessarily the truth. That's not the whole truth of the matter. The matter is that I'm focused on building. I'm focused on wanting to collaborate, and everybody I've come across thus far is pump faking. They're not actually serious, and it's super unfortunate because the people that I have come across thus far who have fake pump had resources to get the job done, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? Y'all are wasting time. You're worried about the wrong things, and here I am going back and forth in and out the situation, trying to get everybody to see, and they all gang up on me like, Velvet is the devil. Velvet is the devil. She doesn't want to let us be fucked up. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's weird. That's demonic. But I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that because I want to build. I want to go and dive deep into my skills and my talents and express who it is that I am via my artwork, and impact the world through that, inspire the world through that, inspire the world through my mothering, my trials and tribulations, whatever it is that I go through. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, that's what I'm doing. Essentially, it's just that people have, their own perception and thought processes when it comes to my life, and that's cool and granted because you don't know me. But that doesn't even matter. What matters is the fact that there is so much going on. If you haven't been watching me for the last 5 years of my life, you're going to be extremely lost, and you're just going to probably have this even more warped perception, and that's fine or whatever, but not on my time. But the people who have been here, the people who have been watching for 5 years, that's crazy. And another thing, I want to say this while we're getting to know me, right? For some reason, and I want to bring this up. I do want to talk about this. So I personally feel, from what I've been through, what I've experienced, I've learned and noticed certain things that's important to me and that actually makes sense to me, and I've kept it with me. And then I think everything happens for a reason. And so when Solar did come into my life, it exuberated certain things for me to look at so that I can grow. And so I considered certain things, and now I'm better, you know what I'm saying? And that's for me though. That's the experience that I got from, for me, not for him or for anything else, but the experience I got for me and the wisdom that I can apply to my life now. Astrology is one of the most important things to me. I can't stress that enough. If you're going to watch me from now on, just know that astrology is super important to me. I started studying astrology, I want to say 2015, 2016. And then when I went to Carbonation, that's when I started really studying astrology, and I started studying my natal chart, and it made sense, and I understood it. And so the call leader would use my debilitations, or my, what do you call it? My the debilitations in your chart, the ones that's squares, quincunxes, injunctions, things like that. He would use those aspects against me to gaslight me and manipulate me to think that I was in this debilitation, and that was the reason why it was keeping me from being able to express myself, being clear, wanting to be with the women, and wanting to be in this polygamous relationship. It's just a whole bunch of shit that went with that. But now that I'm out of that situation and I study my chart and I understand who I am from it, it really does give me a solid understanding of my purpose and what it is that I'm here to do. So when I study my chart, it's like I'm seeing a clear line into the direction that I'm supposed to go into in life. And granted, in this chart, everything is not generated because you don't see, it doesn't tell you about certain experiences that you're going to have along the way. So I had things pop up where I had to make decisions in my life, and it might have looked like a mistake to you, but it was actually what I needed to do and go through down the journey that I'm on to evolve me, to grow me, to add the wisdom to me that I have right now. And I'm honestly grateful for it because I have two small children. I have two girls. And I know that social media looks at me and thinks like I'm a bad mother. Some people in respect feel like I'm a bad mother and I can't take care of my child, whatever the case may be. But I've taken care of myself since I was 11 years old. Not to mention taking care of other people's children as time went on. Taking care of other people's children in relationships too.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True, many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy and I love this book.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I have a very, hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. If you don't like what I'm saying, girl, get out. Why? Y'all be really trying me, son. And this, look, let me tell y'all something. This is why I gotta integrate my light and my darkness. Cause y'all really think, like, people really think, and this was my thing with so. See, I'm trying not to talk about it because it's like I don't want to give fuel to the fire because I'm not confrontational. I have, my Mars is in Libra in the 12th house. I don't want no smoke. If you come in with smoke, you better be careful, duck, squeeze your way out of it because it's going to be bad. Like, then my Jupiter is in Aquarius in the 4th house. Like, I'm abundantly blessed with the universe backing me up and a pure heart on top of that. So why are you fucking with me? Why are you fucking with me? I did nothing to you but accept you into my life, brought you around my children, and, considered your potential. Like, what the fuck? That don't. But I say that to say this, because I don't even want to go too far into that. It's just too messy right now. It's too messy right now, and y'all don't know all the details, and I would have to go into the details about that, and I don't got time for that. But what I'm saying is, I have two small girls, so I have to make sure that the wisdom that I'm getting in my life, I have to make sure that I'm really applying that to my life. And whether I made a decision or not, and it looks bad to you or not, I trust myself. I trust myself to be able to protect my children, which they are and they were, period, at all times. And the fact that I can provide for myself and for my children. I don't need anyone to do anything for me. I come bearing gifts. I come bearing talent. This is who I am no matter where I go. Why you think these people are obsessed with me? They are literally obsessed with me to the point where I have 263 people, almost 300 people sitting in my chat, taking my information, doing all kind of crazy shit with it. And it's like, I shine. That's why I shine. So I just want to be able to take my glow and inject it into wherever it is that I go. And unfortunately, I have attracted a lot of moss because of that.
I hope wherever Velvet is, she's getting the necessary healing. I saw a recent live and it didn't really look like it from what she was talking about.
Yeah. But it's just been a long time coming for me, so I feel a little frustrated sometimes because I'm like, niggas wouldn't know a real diamond from a cubic zirconia if you put both of them in front of them. Like, that's how I'm thinking to myself. But at the end of the day, it's not for me to want other people or force other people to see my value and see my worth. It's for me to see my worth and see my value and move accordingly, because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I move accordingly. And unfortunately, when people do certain things and I'm clear with who I am and clear with what I want, they're triggered. And it's like, if you gotta be that triggered because I stood firm in what I wanted, and I stood firm in my beliefs and my dignity and my self-expression, that's my right. You know what I'm saying? That's my right. That's my birthright, and I'm gonna do that at all times. My thing is, Everybody on social media talks about how they love my children, how they care about my children, but then do weirdo shit like post my children. Everybody who do this, it's just not targeting one person. It's more than one person that do this. All y'all do this shit. All y'all take videos of my children, say crazy shit about my children when they're children. They don't have nothing to do with nothing. You know, if anything, you're supposed to be wishing them well. But people are like, those children are demons. Like, people even real close to me is looking at my children as demons. And I'm like, y'all are not godly. Y'all are not righteous. And I'm alone. I am sitting alone. Not even alone in the sense like I'm alone. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm saying that I don't have a community. I don't have a family for real. Like, I don't have that. And Solar exuberated that when he came into my life. It really did force me to look at the fact that I do take responsibility for my children and make sure that they have what they need. And I didn't have an easy upbringing. It was
Velvet, okay, I'll give you that. Maybe you did have a rough upbringing. However, at a certain point in your life, you have to do the necessary healing to move past that childhood hurt, childhood pain, and those childhood wounds. You claim to be a leader in your community, but you consistently bring up your childhood as if it's still something that is very much, impacting your current life, and that's unfortunate.
very hard for me. So being a mother, I take very seriously. But when you are a mother and you take it very seriously, but you don't have certain components to take care of your children and discipline them in the ways that's healthy, sometimes you're so frustrated because of that component, you don't know what else to do. Like it's just like waiting. No, mama. It's just like waiting on something to come into your life to add wisdom and add value to you that's going to be able to give you what it is that you need. And granted, people could say anything that they want. You could get it from your mama, you could get it from this, you could get it from that. An experience is an experience. An experience people are supposed to experience so that they can get wisdom that they need to apply themselves on their journey. So I don't regret what I've been through. I don't regret the decisions I've made. I don't regret being in a relationship with I don't regret any of those things because it served me. It worked for me. It didn't take anything away from me. It added value to me. And that's just real. You see what I'm saying? But all of the other smoke in the mirrors that surrounds that, like calling my children demons and all of this stuff and like all of that is really uncalled for, because when you say that everything is made with love and love wins, Eliana, take those shoes off. When you say that, go lay down. Why are you up anyway? You're not supposed to be up right now. Just because I'm on camera don't mean that you can do what you want to do. You're supposed to be in bed. I took care of y'all. I gave y'all everything that y'all needed. You're disobeying me. I said go lay down. Go now. Turn that hallway light off. Go lay down. Put that down. Give it to me. Go lay down. Go ahead. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let me tell you something about my children. Anybody that comes around me know that my children are strong. I gave birth to some God seeds. Do you hear me? Don't let nobody tell you nothing about my children. And don't listen to what people gotta say about my children, because you don't know my children. And let me put this stamp out there. When the energy you give out is the energy you get back. So when you're saying negative things about someone or even hold a negative intent towards someone, you get that 10 times forward. There's a difference between giving negative energy to one of the devil's children and giving negative energy to one of God's children. I'm going to say that again. there's a difference between giving energy to one of the devil's children versus giving negativity to one of God's children. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't fuck with God's children. Period. Anybody, this is a warning to humanity. Anytime you try to go to war with one of God's children, you're gonna lose horribly. And that's not something that you disrespect. So in my life, and I'm gonna just take it down after this because I'm tired of talking. I'm so fucking tired of talking right now. Fuck all y'all, everybody in the comment section. Fuck you. If you're talking about me, if you're talking about my children, I don't care. Fuck you, fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, fuck your whole lineage. And yes, I said that. Yes, I did, because you're fucking bullying me. All you bitches are bullying me for no reason. I don't do shit to nobody. All I do is tell people to get the fuck out of my life, and they feel they feel inferior by that or whatever by that. But bitch, I stir the ship in this motherfucking river, ocean, whatever you want to call it. I am the captain. You feel me? And that's metaphorical, that's prophetic, that is spiritual. That's not even me talking to anything physical and in tangible form. But if you understand hermetic principles, if you understand how life works, if you understand 369 mathematics, if you understand source code, if you understand who you are, you understand who I am. You feel what I'm saying? I really...
No, Velvet, I don't understand what you're saying. And honestly, I don't believe that you understand what you're saying. And as far as everybody knowing who you are, we only know what you show. You're a single mother of 2, about to be a single mother of 3. And as far as what you show, you're very unstable as far as your living arrangements at this time.
I feel like I'm rambling at this point, and that's why I like to collaborate with people. Because I know that for me personally, I can't do anything on my own. Like, I can't do everything on my own. Right now would be a great time to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm lit for it. Like, I'm up for it. This is what I'm doing. This is a part of my purpose. So if y'all want to talk to me, let's get it. If you bring up low vibrational people, I'm just gonna block you, because I do not have time for that. Like, before all of the drama on the internet, I was minding my business. You know, I was minding my business. I was paying attention to what, and I still was, you know, essentially. But at the end of the day, I just don't got time for it. I don't. I'm trying to find me some sister wives. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build. I'm trying to create. That's what I'm trying to do. Y'all wasting my fucking time. You're wasting my fucking time. Carbonation wasting my fucking time. I don't affiliate myself with Carbonation. I don't rock with Carbonation. I denounce my chiefess of Carbonation crown. I resign from the Carbonation throne. I don't want it. Give it back to Malia. Oh no, she already got it. So cool, girl. I'm not trying to come for you, girl. I don't want it. Y'all good? Y'all good. I apologize. Like, I'm not in my lane. I'm not in my lane. Okay? I'm not in my lane. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get back in my lane, alright? Cool. I don't want no smoke with none of y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I'ma just, humble myself and be Velvet Devil. Yeah. But yes, I want to have sister wives. That's what I'm really feeling in my heart. Like,
now I don't know who she was fronting for. Maybe it was Yakin, but Velvet has no interest in polygamy, and she cannot function well with other women. She has a proven track record of that.
That's me personally, and I have my own ideas and thoughts about it. But ultimately, I feel like because of the world we live in, ultimately at some point in time, it's gonna come to that, because it's not enough men. It's not enough of y'all. We need some more divine masculines if y'all want to be monogamous, because y'all see these niggas out here. Y'all see them. They ain't shit. They ain't shit. They not doing right. It's all of the women that's like, yes, let's grow, let's build babies. Only the women. It's only the women. And I'm like, let's build this motherfucking world. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm feeling. And that's what I thought I was going to do. But that shit is just all trash when it comes to it being OD sexual. Like, I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on building. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what we was supposed to do, but you bitches was so too focused on sucking dick. Y'all suck that motherfucker a little too hard. Like, quite honestly, you know, and one time, you know, I'm not even gonna go into that, but what I'm gonna say is this: I don't have time for the immaturity. I wasn't like that when I was there, only because I had to grow up at a very early age. So maturity came really quick for me at certain peaks and times in my life. So by the time I was going to do polygamy with combination, I'm like, all right, cool, bet. Like, I'm already a logical thinker. I'm already, like, on the mission. I'm like, all right, cool. I understand the bigger vision, the bigger purpose. She was manipulated and confused. But that's what I'm saying. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to build this world. It's too many quote unquote single moms as it is. Like, imagine, even if take a man out the equation. Ladies, take the man out the equation. Leave him in the fucking dust. Just cover him up for a quick second. Like, matter of fact, no, we're not gonna do that because we need him. He the balance. Come back, King. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. We need to understand and two personal preferences, like, to each his own. Everybody lives their life the way that they are going to live it. It's not up to anybody to dictate or tell people. I am not telling y'all to be polygamous. I am not telling y'all to have sister wives. I am not saying that y'all should do that. I'm saying that this is how I'm thinking. This is how I'm viewing life. This is what I've been through for the last 5 years. Polygamy has been the fucking hot top trending topic. Why? What is going on? What is going on? So, when it comes to polygamy, right? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a couple friends, right? Say for instance, one of you ladies get admitted into a mother cafe where mothers around the city come together and meet at a tea shop or a coffee shop so that you guys can sit at a table and talk about you guys' experiences being single mothers and support each other through the emotional, traumatic, whatever, right? Say all 5 of you women bond and you guys have such a strong bond and you guys start building a life together. You guys start letting your children commune around each other, and your children are not like sleeping with each other or anything like that. Like, it's pure network. It's a networking circle. It's a community of beings that you guys had given birth to. Now just imagine that, like, hypothetically speaking, all of you women who are now synced together or have this bond with each other that's inseparable, you guys are thinking a certain way. This is why,
y'all, she's sitting on live and Aviana is over there tearing up shit right now.
You guys allow your children to be around each other, because you know that your child is going to learn from the other child. And this is why you don't have your child around other children, because you know that your child is going to pick up on the behaviors and learn from that child. So imagine a world where you women had the same mindset and you guys were so knitted in networking and in the community. There's only one guy that shares the same mindset between all of you women. That's so many ways it can go. But just hypothetically speaking, like, what, that's a possibility. Now, if we're going to talk about everything being mental, if we're going to talk about the void or God being just like this primordial source of energy and then fractalizing itself into different versions of itself, being via me and you and everything that we experience in this reality, to even experience something coming from nothing, we know that when we know that that's the basis of our foundation and the way that we should be perceiving life, we understand that there's many possibilities. There's so many things that can be done. So when we're talking about living in a world where we're experiencing extremities, where we're experiencing trauma at an all-time high, there is gonna be but so many people, or just a few of us, who are truly gonna understand and get the shift that we're moving into. It's only gonna be a very small percentage. Everybody can't transition in consciousness, and it's unfortunate, but that's the realistic standpoint of how the world is being massaged and persuaded to live. So it's like people are gung-ho on what they've been taught and indoctrinated with via the government or the society that we live in, to the point where they don't want to let it go. They're fighting to keep their 9 to 5s. They're fighting to keep polluting the earth. They're fighting to keep polluting themselves and raising their children in communities that teach them about guns and drugs and sex, and all in ways that are so low vibrational. You see what I'm saying? So because we want to build, this different world, this better world, and because it's going to be such a few amount of us, it's like it only makes sense. And then on top of that, we have to, the children that we're giving birth to are not going to be regular children. These are not going to be children you just vaccinate and put into a school system where they're getting sick every other week, and they're being doused in shit that they're not ever probably going to use for real. Well, they probably are going to use it, but it's not going to be anything godly, like any godly wisdom. It's not going to be any substance. So there's so many shifts that need to be made. And I cannot do it by myself. But I know it's my purpose. I know I'm here to do it. And I know that's why I went through what I went through for the last 5 years. That I understand it. It's like making sense, and I get it. And for me personally, it has little to do with my emotions and more to do with the logic of the matter and what's better for everybody and how everybody is going to benefit from something so traumatic. God damn, you motherfuckers are lying and pretending about something that's so relevant. You guys are using knowledge to manipulate and gaslight the spiritual community for money and fame and sex and all of these things that don't even matter as far as when it comes to your soul. Like, come on. It's sad. It really is sad. So why are you sitting up here, Solar, Nature Boy, all you niggas, all you whatever the fuck you are? You sitting up here and you think you doing something, but you're not. You're destroying our community everywhere you...
Velvet, I'm not sure why you went there and said Solar is destroying the community, because shortly after this, you got back with him, and then you got pregnant by him.
You literally... fuck everything up. Everywhere you go, you fuck everything up. Stop doing that. Stop trying to preach about how people need to be doing XYZ, and you the very motherfucker that's destroying your community. Like, nigga, take a look in the mirror for real. Like, take a look in the mirror. Like, come on, that's so weird. Like, that's extremely weird. Here you go. That's just extremely weird, but I say all of that to say this, right? I'm definitely unraveling, and people who don't have respect for that, y'all can get the fuck too. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Listen, I'm telling y'all, my only concern is to build. My only concern is to create a new world for my children. Y'all keep talking about how I want dick and how I want to be in a relationship and how I want all these other things, but y'all fail to realize that these children mean more to me than anything in the world. You could say all you want that I let men come around and let my children call them daddy and all of this extra shit or whatever, but you don't know the details behind closed doors. My child, both of my children know what it's hitting for. Aviana know her dad, and Eliana know who her rockhead ass dad is. So y'all got me fucked up if y'all think I'm just out here with these niggas. Like, it's not a block party in this pussy, because every nigga that has ever entered me is wishing that he can enter it again, and he knows that he can never. So he's withering the fucking way in his own miserable life, wishing and never forgetting about me. So I'm not pressed on none of that shit what y'all got going on. What I'm worried about is my children, though. I'm worried about my kids though, for real. Like, cause ain't nobody loving my kids. Ain't nobody really going to war for my kids. How I'm going to war for my kids. I'm going to war for my kids. Period. And it is what it is. If you don't feel like I listen, I don't give a fuck. Like, I honestly don't give a fuck, because what I do know is that everything that happened to me is necessary for shifting us and moving us into this new world. Like, y'all could target my character all y'all want. Y'all could talk amongst yourselves and argue amongst yourselves about my decision makings. But I bet, has my life made you think? Has my life made you consider, like, maybe I shouldn't do that? Or maybe I should teach my child that, because I don't want my child to go through what this young lady going through. Have you considered the pros of my situation and of you watching me? Have you applied to your life some of the things that you learned from me prior to watching me and not knowing that at all? Like, have you done that? You see what I'm saying? You point out all of the negativity and all of the cons of the situation, but do you look at the pros though? You know? And so there's a balance with everything, and I can sit here and take responsibility all day long and go over and over about how I fucked this up and how I made that wrong decision, but I don't got time to be putting myself down. I don't have time to be feeding myself self-limiting and debilitating. No, I'm proud of myself. I move forward in faith in myself. I trust myself. I get this mission that I'm on. I understand my journey. I got my vision board. I got my list. I write everything down so I don't forget. Every time I get an idea, it's always being implemented. I got schedules. I got shit that I'm going to create for my kids. Like, it's only a matter of time for me, for real. You know, and I had to sit with myself to heal. I had to go through, like, extreme isolation at times to heal myself. I had to go through a lot. But I'm not going to ever let nobody take that away from me. I'm not going to let anybody just come in my life and think that they could just down me just because they feel like I made a bad decision. I don't give a fuck about what you think. I don't care, nigga. I don't give a fuck. What I care about is my kids, though, and I'm going to make sure they straight, though. Period. And if you feel some type of way about that, you could get the fuck off my live and block yourself. And I don't care about how you feel. I don't care. If you don't like the fact that I'm cursing, get the fuck out. If you don't like the fact that I'm expressing myself the way that I'm expressing myself, if you don't like how the way I'm coming, remove yourself then, bitch. Period. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to allow nobody to bully me. I'm a single mom. I'm out here and they got niggas really just plotting and scheming on me, and all I come here to do is offer love. Offer my cup of love, my dumb ass. Not even my dumb ass, because I'm still going to love. I don't care wherever I go, because I am love, period. But here I am with my cup of love. Like, hi. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they treat me like I'm a goddamn piece of coal. And I'm like, yeah.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True. Many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy, and I love this book.
You won't get to toss me around anymore. Like, I'm good on you. Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even deserving, you know. And if you think otherwise, congratulations. Let's go our separate ways. It make me even more comfortable to go my separate ways with you when you start telling me shit like that. Like, I'm cool on you, my G. Like, I'm good by myself. I don't have to be in a relationship. I could be asexual for all I care. I don't have to fuck. I don't need a dick in my vagina to feel whole or to feel like I'm okay. I have my own self-validation. I have accomplishments, and I'm going to accomplish more. Like, y'all got me fucked all the way up. Period. My children will be okay. I set the tone of the trajectory of my life. Not you. You don't have control over my life like that. You don't get that much power. I make shit happen in my life, not you. I made you happen in my life. The fuck out of here. Like, you got me fucked up. You see what I'm saying? So, let's see if I could talk to someone. Ooh. Hold up. Make sure you reply to the messages, please. Eliana will have a father. Eliana will have a father figure in her life. Y'all got me fucked up. I don't care about what y'all talking about. Like, it's time to integrate that light and that darkness. Y'all got me fucked up. If y'all think I'm about to just be a single mom for the rest of my life, y'all got me fucked up. And I don't care about I don't care about how people look at me. I don't. Because I understand the body count on my pussy. I understand what it is that I have going on. I understand why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. Period. You don't have the backdrop of my life. You don't. You wish you did. That's why you pry and that's why you say shit just to see my response. But you don't need to know my business. That's my business, bitch. That's my business for a reason. How about you mind your business? Just because I'm online doesn't give you the right to just be all in my business. Like, that's weird. You weird, my nigga. Do you have a life? Like, I'm trying to understand. You know, and if you feel like my pussy ran through, you don't have to be with me, baby. Look, let me tell you something. I'd rather less people not want to be with me because it's a fucking headache for all you dumb fuck ass niggas to want to be with me anyway. It's a fucking headache. Niggas are a fucking headache. So the fewer that want to be with me, I'm good. I'm good with the selection I got because you niggas ain't shit. This was the quickest relationship you seen on Guide. It not technically, because I've been knowing Solar for years now. It's going on 4 years I've been knowing this clown.
That's true, Velvet. You have known Solar for about 4 years. However, y'all's relationship, as far as during that 4 years, was a master-servant relationship. Remember, you were Carbonation's chiefess, and he was one of Eligio Bishop, a.k.a. Nature Boy, a.k.a. Three Gods, disciples. So you didn't know him. You did not know him for 4 years.
But it is what it is. Like, I don't move backwards. Once I let something go, that's it. It's over with. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Kayla. You are not ran through. It's not nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? My vagina is okay. Like, I don't got no STDs. I don't got no gonorrhea. I don't got no chlamydia. I don't got none of that shit. But in my personal business, like I said, my personal business, but I don't have no shit. I'm not transferring sexual diseases to nobody. Like, that shit crazy. Like, y'all got me fucked up. Like, y'all got me fucked up for real. Jungle porn. Y'all wow. There's so many questions, but I don't see no questions. It says that it has a lot of questions, but I don't see no questions. My favorite crystals is I really like selenite, and I like amethyst, and I like aventurine. But my go-to crystals are selenite and amethyst. Eliana, go lay down. I told you no. I already told you to lay down. It's like, and this is why I be in the community at times, because I know this is a part of my purpose. It's kind of hard to like be on camera when I don't want the girls on camera, and then they're like next to me like while I'm, because they're like sometimes distracting. And I like, granted, I don't mind. You know, I don't mind them around me and stuff like that. But like at times like this, like right now, they're supposed to be laying in the bed. Like I put them in the bed, and I told Eliana that she needs to lay down and not get up because I'm about to be on live, and I don't want her on live because I can protect my children. And she's like interested still, so she gets up and she's like, you know, exploring, and she's like making noise, and she's like running around, and she's doing these things, and I'm like, all right, Ellie, you know what I'm saying, but you're supposed to be laying down. But it's like, for some reason, I don't really know like what creative discipline tactics that I could use to get them to like listen to me. But it's like at the same time, it's kind of hard because they're children, and like I don't want to like traumatize them, pretty much. So some things I allow them to do because I don't know what to do, and I don't want to traumatize them. So sometimes I have very dismissive mothering behaviors when it comes to certain things like that. So I don't, like I could, like what I usually do, like I used to have Eliana just like get in timeout and sit there for a couple minutes, like 3 minutes at max, or 5 minutes, and she's like crying and crying and crying. But it's like I'm waiting for their brains to develop a little bit more so that I could be able to further explain to them what it is that I mean and why I want them to do the things that I want them to do, instead of me just scalding them to do the things that I want them to do. So it's like it's really like it's really a kind of hard situation, but I want to homeschool them. I don't want to put Eliana into no school. It's not healthy for Eliana. Putting Eliana amongst other kids like that in the world that we live in is not good for her. It's really not good for her. It tampers with her behavior at home that I don't want her to have. And then she picks up on the other kids. You know what I'm saying? She picks up on the other kids' behaviors and things that they do in their homes with their parents, and I don't want her to pick up on that. I just don't. Bad enough she's already been exposed to so much. So I'm really just trying to focus on, not even just trying, because I am focused on creating a more better environment for them to thrive properly. I feel like the environment that I have right now is not technically supporting us to its greatest capacity in which it could, or which I feel like it should or could. But there's other things out there to experience in the world, so I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward. And I put them to sleep and tell them to lay down, because this would be my time to myself. Okay. You changed your mind for.
I want to take a bath at night. I changed my mind like that.
Okay.
I want to take a bath in the night.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. It's just late. It's late. It's like 11:40. You know what I'm saying? And so Aviana was asleep. Aviana was sleeping. Eliana goes there when she wants my attention. Eliana goes in there. She wakes Aviana up, and then Aviana is like moving around about and doing things and doing things and doing things and doing things. So I'm about to get off here because I don't want Aviana to destroy anything else. And I'm about to. Okay, I'm coming. You're supposed to be in bed. Period. Like Eliana, let me tell y'all something. Eliana take baths for fun. She likes the water. She was born in Mexico, Tabasco, Mexico. So her whole first year of her life, we was traveling to beaches so much. This girl has like a love for water and a fear for water all at the same time. So she asked me to get in the tub a lot, like more than average. Like this girl would ask me to get in the tub 3 times a day if she could, like literally, like quite literally. But she's been asking me to go to the beach for a year now, so I want to be able to take her to the beach because she's such a tropical baby. Like Eliana, the environment that I'm in, I'm not supposed to be here, yo. Eliana is programmed to a certain environment. She was born in Mexico. She was born in a tropical environment. So because we live in the States where it's like cold and it's not the same environment, Eliana be like, she be like, because usually the water is what helps make us feel, how you say it, like it just gives our bodies minerals. The ocean give our bodies minerals that we wouldn't get living in the northern states. You know what I'm saying? So she be asking me to get in the water all the time. But one day we'll go to the beach. One day we'll live at the beach. You ready? Yeah, to live at the beach.
First, I want to take a bath. Then we can go to sleep and go to the beach.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like that idea, but we gotta be patient though. We gotta be patient a little bit more before we go to the beach.
Please.
We will, but we gotta be patient a little bit more. I know you wanna go, but we gotta be patient a little bit more. Avi, you never been to the beach before. You're a northern baby, so Avi be I be adapted to the circumstance, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Aviana responds to more tropical weather. You know, it'll be nice to see how she responds. But I know that my children, like, I know for me personally, I require a very specific environment. This environment is not it. This environment is not it. I'm sorry. The people not it. The place not it. It's just not it. It's not it. I'm over it. I'm over it. But yeah. I'm gonna see y'all later. I don't really know what y'all talking about in the comment section. Kind of really don't care. I'm over it. I'm just over this whole fucking day. I'm over yesterday. I just need something new in my life because y'all niggas bug the fuck out and weird as fuck. But on that note, I love all my supporters and I wish y'all nothing but the best. And I'll talk to y'all next time and see y'all next time. You know what I'm saying?